Well, hello, everybody. Gee, my hair is kind of messy. Oh. I was just wearing earphones, so that messes up my hair. And I don't have my little logo up here that says that I'm a jazz musician. People might think I'm I don't know, playing country or something, which I like to do, but. Let's see. Here we go. There we go. Howdy, howdy. It's certainly fall weather up here in northern Michigan, and I am loving it. Actually, we had kind of a warm day today. It was in the 70s, and the colors are starting to peak. Some people say the tree colors, the leaves, we have red, gold, and blah, 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 different colored leaves. Hi, Amy. She's saying hi. Thanks for saying hi. And some people say that it hasn't peaked yet, but it's the first time I've seen the fall colors in northern Michigan in over 20 years. So I'm just happy to see them. There have been some years when they've been so brilliant. It's breathtaking, and it's not quite the best year this year, I don't think, but it's still absolutely gorgeous. I'm not complaining. No complaining. And it's nice to be in Michigan for a little extra time this year. So, Anne-Marie Colette, bonsoir. We are in for a magical evening. Oh, there is nobody more positive than Anne-Marie Colette. Positive, the power of positive thinking. In fact, I think she teaches courses and something like that. So, if you want more information, you can private message her, and will give you all her information. If you want to put your Facebook page on, that's fine too. So I'm gonna try it without a, without a net, I guess you would say. You know how the trapeze artists will do the trapeze acts and they won't have a net. Well, I'm not gonna wear earphones. I'm gonna see how it works. So if anything happens with the sound that I'm missing, please tell me right away. Oh, I bet the colors are beautiful in Canada, but the colors are a little different in Canada. They're COLOURS. In the U.S., they're COLORS. But, it's very similar, though. I'm going to start with a song about love, and I do this song a lot. That's because it's one of my favorite songs. Let's fall in love. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Our hearts are made of it. Let's take a chance. Why be afraid of it? Let's close our eyes and make our own paradise. Little we know of it, still we can try to make a go of it. We might have been meant for each other. To be or not to be, let our hearts discover. Let's fall in love. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Now is the time for it while we are young. Let's fall in love. Let's fall in love. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Our hearts are made of it. Let's take a chance. Why be afraid of it? Let's close our eyes and make our own paradise. Little we know of it, still we can try to make a go of it. We might have been meant for each other. To be or not to be, let our hearts discover. Let's fall in love. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Our hearts are made of it. Let's take a chance. Let's fall in love. Now is the time for it while we are young. We're young at heart. Yeah. Hello, Ginger is in the house. And she already has a request. Wow. Imagination is funny. It makes a cloudy day sunny. Makes a bee think of honey just as I don't even know. I'm not sure. I'm kind of going through it because I know I'm amongst friends here, so I can, screw up. But I don't know if I know all the words to the song. Imagination is crazy. Your whole perspective gets hazy. Starts you asking a daisy what to do, what to do. And after that, I don't remember the rest of the song. So we'll put that one down. This is a great song, Imagination. Of course, Sinatra did it. I will put that one down for next session. And by the way, next Sunday, planning to have another Zoom session. The Zoom sessions are fun because we get to see each other on the screen, and we actually had an increase in attendance from the first Zoom session, so I'm hoping that's a trend, like the bar goes up, the graph. So we're going to do that. Yes, young at heart. I can do young at heart. When you're young at heart. I know the first phrase of almost every song, but some songs I don't know all the way through. Some songs I do. So what can I say? Oh, hi. Well, I'm waving back at her. Amy's granddaughter is waving at me through the internet. That's good. You can wave. You can do the icons that wave. No, they have icons that wave. Anaya. I'm slowly learning pronunciations of, these words that I haven't heard before. And Anne Marie will be happy to know I'm working on another French song. Yeah, I don't have it learned yet, but I'm working on it. So I don't know. I may need some help on the pronunciation at some point, but I will do the one that I have been doing. All the beautiful autumn leaves. Yeah. C'est une chanson qui nous ressemble. Toi qui m'aimais et je t'aimais. Nous vivions tous les deux ensemble. Toi qui m'aimais, moi qui t'aimais. Mais la vie c'est pas ce qui sommes tout doucement sans faire de bruit et la mer effacée sur le sable les pas des amants désunis. mais la vie sépare ceux qui sont tout doucement sans faire du bruit. Et la mer effacée sur le sable, les pas des amants désunis. Oh, that's such a sad song in French. And it's also somewhat sad in English too, but French has the poignant, the feeling, what is it? The je ne sais quoi, the presence or the mystery. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Hello, Mo Charbonneau speaking in, and she is. Actually just 2 houses away from my Vanderbilt downtown studio. Nice to see you. Thank you, Amy. Okay. I did a song last session that I had just learned by Cole Porter. Actually, I'm not going to do that right away. I'm going to do an instrumental. Years ago, I was privileged to meet Marion McPartland. Oh, September, requests, that trumps everything when I get a request, especially if I know it. Happy when I know a request. So, September in the rain, that's so appropriate. We've got a little bit of a tiny moisture out there going on right now, and it's you could call it September in the rain, right? Yeah. The leaves of brown came tumbling down, remember that September in the rain. The sun went down just like a dying ember. That September in the rain. With every word of love I heard you whisper. The raindrops seem to play a sweet refrain. Though spring is here, to me it's still September. That's September in the rain. Play it again, Steve. Okay. This is the jazz version. The leaves of brown came tumbling down, remember that September in the rain. The sun went down just like a dying ember. That September in the rain. With every word whisper. The raindrops seem to play a sweet refrain. Though spring is here, to me it's still September. That's September in the rain. That's September in the rain. Yeah. September in the rain. The title of the song just makes you want to play it in September, but of course the lyrics say, though spring is here, to me it's still September. Actually, the song is written from a perspective of being in the spring. And just like the song I Remember April is a song about remembering April, it's not about April. But musicians want to play the songs with the months in the title, you know. That's how that goes. Straighten up and fly right. You want me to straighten up and fly right, or do you want the song? Joke. Ba-da-boom. The buzzer took a monkey for a ride in the air. The monkey thought that everything was on the square. The buzzer tried to throw the monkey off his back. He grabbed his neck and said, now listen, Jack. Straighten up and fly right. Everybody, straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. What's the use of jiving? Ain't no use in diving. Straighten up and fly right. Oh, cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. The buzzard said, hey, monkey, you are choking me. Release a hold and I will set you free. The monkey looked the buzzard right dead in the eye. Said, your story's so very touching, but it sounds like a lie. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and stay right. Straighten up and fly right. Oh, cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. Took a monkey for a ride in the air. The monkey thought everything was on the square. The buzzard tried to throw the monkey off his back. He grabbed his neck and said, now listen, Jack. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and fly right. Everybody, straighten up and fly right. Oh, cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and stay right. Straighten up and fly right. One more time. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and fly right. Oh, cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. Fly right. Okay, get that last note in. Yeah. It's so spooky in a way right now, I got to tell you, because I'm in this big room in downtown Vanderbilt, Michigan, right on Main Street. Well, it's a little town, little street, but it's getting dark so early, I guess, is what's happening to the mood here. It gets dark early, and I have these lights which keep me in the light, but the rest of the room is like almost pitch black. If I had an audience here, I'd have to go out there and turn some lights on, and occasionally you'll get one or two people to come in as an audience, and if you're in the area, you're welcome to come by and and observe and keep your social distance. And there's plenty of room here to do that. So we have had other events here. We've had as many as 4 to 6 people, I want to say, and there's really plenty of room to be distant from each other in this great little studio that I'm using under the auspices of John Sweeney, the owner, who is allowing me to use this space while he's got the place for sale. So thanks, John. There's a great pianist named Marian McPartland who used to have a radio show on public radio, and I had the pleasure of meeting her actually quite a few years ago. I've seen her in concert a couple of times, and she is British. She has a British accent, and she was married to one of the great people of jazz history, Jimmy McPartland, who was a cornet trumpet player back in the day when people were making jazz history. And so anyway, I got to meet her, and some of my friends have been on her radio show, which was called Piano Jazz. So you may have heard it. But she was also a songwriter, wrote some jazz pieces. All right, Judy Tracy in Toronto, Canada. So we've got Canada represented here. That's great. All right, Judy Tracy, haven't seen you in a long, long time. Yeah, but I'm glad you're listening, glad you're here. Thank you. So anyway, this is a composition of a jazz piece that Marian McPartland wrote called Time and Time Again. Marian McPartland. She recently passed away, I want to say 4 or 5, 6 years ago. And one of my friends in Sedona was, how did this work? His mother had married Jimmy McPartland after he was married to Marian McPartland, so he got to know Marian McPartland very well. Anyway, a lot of stories. We'll get into that later. I'm going to play this song, Time and Time Again, by Marian McPartland. A haunting song. instrumental time and time again. Okay, we're kind of missing Miles Green today. Some of you guys know Miles Green. It's a high Jewish holiday this weekend. I think he's tied up with family, and once again, next Sunday, and I wish I could have the date. I'm going to get the date because it's important, and that would be don't tell me, October 4th. Is that right? Yeah. October 4th will be the Zoom concert. Regular time, 7 p.m. Sunday, but it'll be a Zoom concert. So I'll have information if you want to join my mailing list, or I'll preview it on YouTube or Facebook. So, all right. Well, okay. Well, that was a beautiful song. It has such a deep feeling to it. Her songs do. She has another song called Twilight World, and Judy Roberts does a fantastic version on that song. It has a vocal. It has lyrics to it. So yes, October 4th. And maybe we'll even be celebrating Amy's birthday, because I think your birthday is like right around that time, right, Amy? Yes, I'm sure it is, yes. So, by the way, I did Cole Porter last session on Wednesday, and I got a copyright notice, not a copyright strike, which is bad, very bad, but a little tiny notice saying, hey, we saw that you were playing a copyrighted song. Well, all these songs I'm playing are copyrighted, except for the ones I wrote. And I'm going to do a couple songs that I wrote right now, but I even got a copyright notice on my own recording of Catch 38 that I recorded with Marcus Belgrave. So the copyright stuff going on the internet is just crazy. I mean, they're trying to police these copyrights, and then they come after me for something I wrote. Come on, it's funny. Yes. So anyway, Catch 38 has lyrics to it, and I did that for my little intro movie. And here's Catch 38 recorded twice. It was recorded on my Going to Chicago album as an instrumental with Marcus Belgrave, and that's available on my website if you want to download it. And it's also available on Amazon if you want the actual physical CD. And I also recorded as a vocal, and Holly McGuire wrote some great lyrics to it. So I'm going to sing Catch 38 right now. Catch 38 is based. Okay, what's the first line? I know the first line. Come on, I wrote it. Catch 38 is the place to go. Catch 38's where you want to go. Catch 38 is the place to be seen. You know what I mean? Gotta make that scene. The band's the best funky band around. Check out their groovy funky sound. Come on, get hip and get on down. It's off the map, guaranteed to bring you back. Music is jumping, people finger popping, lights are a-flashing. Food as your nose up, drinks coming non-stop, folks saying hello. Come on, sport your good attire. You're hot, looking good, you're on fire. It's all you need and all you desire. Catch 38. You don't want to get there late. Catch 38 is the place to go. Catch 38's where you want to go. Catch 38 is the place to be seen. You know what I mean? You gotta make that scene. The band's the best funky band around. Check out their groovy funky sound. Come on, get hip and get on down. It's off the map, guaranteed to bring you back. The music is thumping, people finger popping, lights are a-flashing. Food has your nose up, drinks coming non-stop, folks saying hello. Come on, sport your good attire. You're hot, looking good, you're on fire. It's all you need and all you desire. It's off the map. You don't want to get there late. Oh. Catch 38. You don't want to get there late. I'll get it right next time. Thanks. Yeah. And then also recorded another song I wrote, and it's called Ginger's Lament. Gosh, I wonder who that's named after. And I wrote this song for Marcus Belgrave to play on flugelhorn, which he did on my album called Going to Chicago, and he really liked the song. He thought I would get a Grammy on the song, but I didn't end up getting a Grammy. But hey, you know. Or I could just say that I got a Grammy, and who would know the difference? Just like Trump said he got the Nobel Peace Prize the other day, and then they checked and said, no, he didn't. But so I could say, hey, I got a couple of Grammys, yeah. Nah, never mind. I didn't get it. I did not. So. Anyway, this is called Ginger's Lament. right. Well, I'd encourage you to check out Marcus Belgrave's version on the flugelhorn. It's just beautiful. And that's on my CD, Going to Chicago. You can get it right at my website, or email me or call me if you want a physical copy of it. I can do that too. And it is it on Going to Chicago, or is it on the other CD? I'm Sticking With You, Baby. Now I'm confused. It might be on the second CD, I'm Sticking With You, Baby. I can't remember now. Well, you can check out the song listing on my website. So there you go. Well, thank you. What a supportive group I have. This is fantastic. Let's see. All right. Well, I'm doing some original songs, so I'm going to do another one. This is apple pie. Oh, I want apple pie. I want apple pie. Please. Mail it. Who doesn't like apple pie? It's just as Canadian as apple pie, right? Yes. Something like that. So here's a song I wrote for a lady from Canada, as long as we're talking about Canada. And her name was Barbara Ann Scott. Very famous lady, and any Canadian will know her name. And Judy Tracy, if you're still listening, you know who Barbara Ann Scott is, right? Anne Marie, you know who Barbara Ann Scott is. She was a Canadian Olympic figure skater who won the gold medal in 1948. And most of us were just very little small children then, or something like that. So anyway, Barbara Ann Scott was a friend of mine through her husband, Tom King, who produced some CDs. We produced some CDs together, and I wrote a song for her called Serenade to Gracie. Her nickname was Gracie. So I'm going to do this song, Serenade to Gracie, and this is from my CD called From Paris with Love, if you're interested in that. Gracie, or my one true love. And Tom King, her husband, wrote the lyrics. Oh, Gracie, you're my one true love, an angel sent from up above. Gracie, you're a sweet one, never thought I'd meet one who could make my life complete. Gracie, you're so pert and fine, can't believe your heart is mine. Gracie, you're a neat one, knocks me off my feet. One, just how lucky did I get when you walked into the room? I couldn't believe my eyes, 'cause when you walked into that room, I kid you not, that room became pure paradise. Gracie, you're my sun, my moon, you got me talking like a loon. So if I sound crazy, kinda weird and hazy, chalk it up to love in bloom. Take another chorus, Steve. Okay. Gracie, you're my one true love, an angel sent from up above. Gracie, you're a sweet one, never thought I'd meet one who could make my life complete. Gracie, you're my superfine, I can't believe your heart is mine. Gracie, you're a neat one, knocks me off my feet one. Just how lucky did I get when you walked into the room? I couldn't believe my eyes, 'cause when I walked into that room, I kid you not, that room became pure paradise. Gracie, you're my sun, my moon, you got me talking like a loon. So if I sound crazy, kinda weird and hazy, chalk it up to love in bloom. Chalk it up to love in bloom. Serenade to Gracie, an original song. Also wrote an original song with my friend Joyce Ducher, who recently passed away, and we had some of her relatives show up at one of our online concerts here, and we had a little reminiscence about Joyce's life. But this is one of my favorite songs that I wrote with her. She wrote the lyrics mostly, and I wrote mostly the melodies, but we did collaborate on everything. And this is called Out of the Blue. You probably hear some of the same licks from my other songs. So let's see. No, it's different. Oh, well, Out of the Blue. Very nice set of lyrics here by Joyce Ducher. Anne Marie says, I was not born yet in 1948. Well, just for the record, I wasn't born yet either. So I'm just saying. Out of the blue, I found myself talking with you. Out of the blue, I found myself walking with you. Through springtime and summer, I felt a thrall that kept me thinking of you. Out of the blue, a smoky mist, life was askew, obscured the view. Dancing with you, laughing with you, I was brand new. Only one kiss cleared all the mist, then for sure I knew I'd fallen in love with you. Out of the blue. Out of the blue, I found myself walking with you. Out of the blue, I found myself talking with you. Through springtime and summer, I felt a thrall that kept me thinking of you. Out of the blue, life life was askew, a smoky mist obscured the view. Dancing with you, laughing with you, I was brand new. Only one kiss cleared all the mist, then for sure I knew I'd fallen in love with you out of the blue. Out of the blue. Out of the blue. All right, it's getting close to have a little break, but I'm open to suggestions for requests. Let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. No requests? Any requests? No. Jill Trenholm from Sedona, and she's in Utah. All right, glad you're here, Jill. Jill's a fine songwriter herself, plays guitar, and we did some concerts right at the beginning of the Corona thingy, and it was just so sweet because it was such a fragile time last spring, and we got together and did some concerts in the street in Sedona in her neighborhood, and then we had a very small audience, very careful audience spaced far apart. And oh yeah. Actually, the song I'd like to learn, Anne-Marie, is to do C'est bon in French. Do the entire song in French because, of course, it has French lyrics. And but right now, I'm going to have to intersperse it with my more familiar language, English. So, and Quiet Nights request that will be coming up too. C'est bon, everybody. Lovers say that in France when they thrill to romance. It means that it's so good. C'est bon. So I say it to you like the French people do. It means that it's so good. Every word, every sigh, every kiss, dear, lead to only one thing, and it's this, dear. C'est bon. Nothing else can replace just your slightest embrace. And if you only would be my own for the rest of my days, I will whisper this phrase. My darling, say c'est bon, c'est bon, c'est bon. Everybody, c'est bon, c'est bon. C'est bon. Lovers say that in France when they thrill to romance. It means that it's so good. There we go. C'est bon. So I say it to you, like the French and the Canadian people do. It means that it's so good. Every word, every sigh, every kiss, dear, lead to only one thing, and it's this, dear. C'est bon. Nothing else can replace just your slightest embrace. And if you only would be my own for the rest of my days, I will whisper this phrase. My darling, say c'est bon, c'est bon, c'est bon. Everybody, c'est bon. I wish I could hear you. C'est bon, c'est bon. C'est bon, c'est bon. C'est bon, c'est bon. C'est bon, c'est bon. Yeah. You know, I haven't used any vocal reverb tonight. I just forgot. So I'm going to try it on this next song. I'll try the close-up. I can tell my collar is kind of messed up here a little bit. Oh, well. You know. This is one of my favorite songs, actually. And sometimes when people ask me what my favorite song is, of course it's impossible to name my favorite song. I would say, sometimes I'll just say this one, because this is at least one of my favorite songs of all time. It's called Quiet Nights. Quiet nights of quiet stars, quiet chords for my guitar, floating in the silence that surrounds me. Quiet thoughts and quiet dreams, quiet walks by quiet streams, and the window looking on the mountains and the sea, how lovely. This is where I long to be, here with you so close to me, until the final flicker of life's ember. I was lost and lonely, believing life was only a bitter, tragic joke I've found with you. The meaning of existence, oh my love. Quiet nights of quiet stars, quiet chords for my guitar, floating on the silence that surrounds me. Quiet thoughts and quiet dreams, quiet walks by quiet streams, and the window looking on the mountains and the sea, how lovely. This is where I long to be, here with you so close to me, until the final flicker of life's ember. I was lost and lonely, believing life was only a bitter, tragic joke have found with you the meaning of existence, oh, my love. Alrighty. Okay, well, we've got a growing group. I see the number is growing a little bit. And don't forget, next Sunday, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern, is a Zoom concert. And I think Miles will be back by then. We might trade off some songs. And gosh, I don't know. Maybe we could trade off songs with some other friends of mine who want to. I'll consider that. Let me think if that's technically possible to do that. For instance, I'm thinking Jill has some such beautiful songs. We wouldn't be able to play together though, Jill, I don't think. But anyway, thank you. Oh, look at all the applause. Wow, I can feel it. Thank you. All right, it's time to have just a little break. And I'm just gonna have a little tiny sip of some Clos du Bois. And how's everybody doing out there? I'm doing it without earphones tonight. I'm just trying it. It's taken me many, many months to get the sound right. And even Miles said the sound sounded good last time. So hopefully, I mean, if there's any issues, just, let me know. Hey, Stephen Visco. Hello. I'm trying to think where I know you from. But anyway, it's break time. Musicians, union regulations. We have to take a break, just a short break. And my wine bill has gone up a little bit since I started doing these piano bars, but oh well, So any tips are appreciated. If you have trouble finding the tip link, let me know. And I have my Swiss Army knife here. Now we're going to hear the pop. Are you ready? Oh, Grand Rapids. All right, cool. You haven't been to Grand Rapids in a while because, as we all know, the musicians' gigs kind of stopped in March. I've had about, 5 or 6 outdoor gigs, outdoor weddings since then, and a few terrifying indoor gigs in Sedona, which Oh, hi, Steve. Friend of Ginger's. Cool. Okay, you ready for the pop? 3, 2, 1. That was a good one. And I take the glass nose away from the keyboard, and I pour it back here. See? Just to be safe, completely safe. There we go. Okay. So cheers, everybody. And I'm thinking about that Zoom concert coming up. Then, not the next Zoom concert next week, but maybe it looks like there's a pattern here of a Zoom concert roughly every other week. I don't know if it'll be exactly every other week, say 2 a month. And Lori Sear is a fantastic horn player from Interlaken. Her husband is the director of jazz studies at Interlaken Arts Academy here in northern Michigan. And she's a fine sax player and flute player herself. So she's agreed to come over and join me in an online concert, and we'll do that as a Zoom session. It might be a few weeks before we get to that, but it's going to be great. Sante. Well, thanks everybody for showing up for the online concert. It's really a piano bar. This is very much like the piano bar atmosphere. I used to play a lot in Chicago. I did that for, seems like a long time. 25 years, I think I did piano bars in Chicago. But it's an interesting was an interesting experience. I don't know if they're ever going to come back. Who knows? We don't know what's going to happen. Yes, Amy has her her salute here to have a little break here, and yeah, that is pretty good for the price. Clos du Bois is actually a California wine. It's always on sale. I don't get any kickback from them for my advertising. Last session I did a song. I did a lot of Cole Porter songs, but I did one Cole Porter song I had never done before. Actually, I'd never heard of it before. So I'm going to try it again, and hopefully I won't screw it up quite as badly as I did last time, but it takes a few times to play these songs in front of people to get the edge and to get everything to work out. So this is a Cole Porter song called Everything I Love. And thank you to Peter Welker, the great Northern California musician, session player, and touring artist who plays trumpet and among other things. And he's also a producer and a band leader. And he told me about this song just last week. So a half hour before my last session, I learned it as best I could, and I'm still working on it. And of course, Cole Porter is one of the greatest songwriters. Little reverb, thank you. Wait, just one more sip. One more time. Cheers. I'm just making the introduction up. You are to me everything, my life to be everything. When in my sleep you appear, fair skies of deep blue appear. Each time our lips touch again, I yearn for you, oh so much again. You are my favorite star, my haven in heaven above. You are everything I love. Well, this is a great song to play a jam on. I'm going to play it a little bit more. You are to me everything, my life to be everything. lips touch again. I yearn for you oh so much again. You are my favorite star, my haven in heaven above. You are everything I love. You are everything I love. Yeah. And because we have some Canadians in the audience tonight, I'm going to do a Neil Young song. Of course, Neil Young is from Canada, from Winnipeg. Your mom's 82nd birthday, Jill's mother's 82nd birthday. I'm joining for you. Well, just give me the time and place. Or is it tonight? The birthday's tonight? Oh, well, thank you. Well, thank you for joining up with me for your mom's 82nd birthday, Jill Trenholm. Thank you. I know some people are on YouTube, and I'm doing this simultaneously on Facebook and YouTube, so I hope everybody can find this. There's just a couple technical things I'm working on to get the exact link to the YouTube concert each time, because it changes every time. So anyway, I'm not going to go into all the technical stuff, but there's always some challenge going on, just suffice it to say. But it is getting better. I've got the camera settings now. I'm trying it without earphones. That's a little brave of me, but I do have a visual on the audio. And anyway, it's just a lot of fun for me to play with all these toys. I keep telling people that, don't have any gigs, but I have plenty to do. I've never been so busy doing all this stuff. And by the way, I'm coming out with a music theory course, and I call it Music Theory for Singers. And it's very basic theory course because singers have a way of becoming quite adept at singing their music without knowing necessarily the music theory behind it. And my thinking is, in my opinion, they would become better performers, better musicians if they knew the music theory. Now, some singers do know music theory very well, don't get me wrong, but some singers I've just heard over the years, because I've worked with dozens of singers, I've worked with hundreds of singers, and some of them say, sometimes I wish I knew more about blah, 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 the intervals or the chords or this or that, and I'm thinking, well, gee, I'm going to put it all together into a course. And music theory for singers, and everybody's a singer. So really, there's a music theory for everybody who wants to learn the basics of music theory. And I'm just having a lot of fun putting it together. I had a major milestone this week, put together my first video for the course. It's going to have 7 or 8 modules with about 6 videos in each module. So I have one video done. So I hoped it would come out at the end of October. It's going to be more toward sometime in November. So anyway, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it's an excuse to have another drink of wine. Thank you. Neil Young. I'm going to change to electric piano, I think. Come a little bit closer, hear what I have to say. Just like children sleeping, we could dream this night away. but there's a full moon rising. Let's go dancing in the light. We know where the music's playing. Let's go out and feel the night. 'Cause I'm still in love with you. I wanna see you dance again. Because I'm still in love with you on this harvest moon. When we were strangers, I watched you from afar. When we were lovers, I loved you with all my heart. Now it's getting late, and the moon is climbing high. I wanna celebrate, see it shining in your eyes. 'Cause I'm still in love with you, wanna see you dance again. 'Cause I'm still in love with you on this harvest moon. That's a different sound. Well, we're getting toward the end of our journey here, Steve's virtual piano bar. For the, I think is this the last one in Sept? No, we've got one more coming up Wednesday. And I guess that's all I have to say, except to remind you one more time, I can't say it enough, we're going to have a Zoom session next Sunday, and those are fun. We get to see each other and talk a little bit amongst each other and see what their background is. That's always fun, and see what they look like and see what they're wearing and blah, 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 and all that. So it's fun. Oh, September song. Well, I'll be very happy to do that song. That's one of my favorite songs. Ladies and gentlemen, we are celebrating a birthday today for Karen. We're going to sing happy birthday. Everybody's got to sing. And I'm listening. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Karen. Happy birthday to you and many more. And she has a request for a September song. How appropriate. I'm always happy when I know the request. It's been a long, long while, from May to September, and the days grow short when you reach September. The autumn weather turns the leaves to flame. One hasn't got the time for the waiting game. Oh, the days dwindle down to a precious few. September, November, and these few precious days I'll spend with you. These precious days I'll spend with you. Oh, the days dwindle down to a precious few. September, November, and these few precious days I'll spend with you. These precious days I'll spend with you. Happy birthday to Karen. Hope you're having a good celebration. I wonder, it's probably still light out there in Utah, out west. The sun is, you're farther west, closer to the sun, right? Yes. All right. Well, one more sip, and then we're going to have our goodbye song. So which song do you want? I have two that I do, or if you haven't, I can always do Show Me the Way to Go Home, but we're already home, so. Tired and I want to go to bed. Had a little drink about an hour ago, and it went right to my head. So the two songs, the song choices are Every Time We Say Goodbye, which is Cole Porter, or For All We Know. Okay, if nobody has a request. I think there's a little lag in the chat, but... And Judy Tracy, if you're still here, hello to Toronto, people in Toronto. It really does something to me when I see that people are listening from Toronto and Utah and far eastern Canada. Anne Marie out in Shediac, Canada. That's amazing. What? Who would have thunk? 30 years ago we would be doing this. Cole Porter, okay. Every time we say goodbye, I want to thank you for coming and thank you for listening. And it's really amazing that everybody sticks around so long in these sessions. I mean, I do 75 minutes, sometimes longer, sometimes a little shorter, but average is 75 minutes. And a lot of people stay around. In fact, sometimes the crowd goes actually bigger at the end of the session, so it's a nice compliment, so thank you. And it really kills me to say goodbye. And that's not what Cole Porter said. He phrased it this way: every time we say goodbye, I die a little every time we say goodbye. I wonder why a little, why the gods above me, who must be in the know, think so little of me, they allow you to go. When you're near, there's such an air of spring about it. I can hear a lark somewhere begin to sing about it. There's no love song finer, but how strange the change from major to minor every time we say goodbye. I'm going to play a little. When you're near, there's such an air of spring about it. I can hear a lark somewhere begin to sing about it. There's no love song finer, but how strange the change from major to minor every time we say goodbye. Thank you all again for coming, and thank you all for participating in the chat room, and thank you all to those of you who are sitting in the back of the room and just listening or observing. That's great too. Happy you came, and we'll see you next time. The Zoom session is next Sunday, October 4th, and we're going to be helping to celebrate Amy's birthday a little bit, or I don't have a special theme for that yet, but maybe I'll come up with something. Join the mailing list on my website video page if you want to join my mailing list. Like the Facebook page would be helpful, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's also helpful. So thank you all for. Oh, Jeannie Carroll was here in the back of the room. Well, thank you for popping in at the end. Very nice to see you, Jeannie. And we'll see you next time. Bye.